I've been waiting to try to figure out how to start these videos, how I really wanted to be doing them. I started Weirdos and Witchery almost 2 years ago, trying to figure out what kind of information I want to put out without overwhelming people, and staying as true to myself as I possibly can be. I do magic a little different. I'm more into chaos. I'm not a very structured person. So I have most of my thoughts organized now to be able to talk about them, to be able to teach in a more productive way for all types of learning. So I wanted to show you kind of my own stuff, and then regular videos will be coming out. So I bought just a lunchbox at an antique store, and it's where I keep all my stuff if I'm going to travel. I take crystals with me everywhere. I don't leave the house without sage. Just certain things that I've learned help me feel connected to nature. I go certain places just to leave offerings because of all of the heavy, like dense energy that we've experienced certain places. So this is what I take with me, and if I'm going to do any kind of spell or ritual, this is the stuff I get out. It's fireproof safe. I can burn sage, candles, or smoke in it. Incense. I always have candles. I like birthday candles because they travel easy and they are quick. They burn fast when you need to get it done and move on. I always have Palo Santo. Always have sage. I have sets of crystals that I put out when I'm going to do any kind of work. First thing I'm going to set up to do this first one is I'm going to put black tourmaline for all four corners. I always speak in my head. I'm do magic whether there's people around or not, so I'm very comfortable with that sense of getting my message out. I keep green aventurine with me a lot of times. It's very grounding. It helps me think, concentrate. I always have a pendulum in my box. I might have questions or want to understand something about what the intention I'm trying to put out and how to better utilize it. And then I usually have pre-night with Epidote somewhere because I believe that it does enhance communication. Always have obsidian. That for me is to connect to my higher self. And then the tourmaline is for protection, and that's why I ask all four corners of it. Always have a lighter. I have more tourmaline in here just in case. I always have salt. You never know what you're going to be doing. Always usually carry bay leaves. I just keep them in a little bag in my box. If I want to set the intention of something, I get out my marker and I put it in there. I always have these glass jars in case I find something somewhere that I want to collect or keep or take somewhere with me. I have an easy bottle already there. We're not going to need any of that for the first set I'm going to do, but I just wanted to give a basic overview of what kind of intention I put out before I ever start anything. So, like I said, I always keep my box. I always pay attention to what day I'm going to work magic on, what the energy is that day, because if there's certain trines and things happening, I'll wait until the next time. I'll try to teach more about that as I'm learning about how to teach it. I understand it when I hear it, but I'm not good at articulating it. So, the first thing that I always do whenever I'm going to work any kind of magic is I will get all my tools out. I'll have all my things set up. And then I will burn sage to smoke cleanse any utensils I'm going to be using. So I get my little fire safe jar out that has all of my tourmaline in it. And I get that in there. And it's just a small little tray. My sage is in the rounder hole. And then I light my sage. And once my smoke starts, I take everything I'm going to be using and I pass it through the smoke. You're asking for it to clear the vessel for you to prepare and work magic. So all my jars I'm going to go over. Every tool I have that I'm going to be using. And use whatever. I keep my stuff in some of the jars that it comes in. I have glass jars that I've found at thrift stores for things I carry more of. If I'm going to be doing certain type of work, and you need a lot of things. We also have products, so I'm always making new stuff. But you want to make sure that you just cleanse everything through the smoke. You can also use spray if you're doing anything of that. If you can't burn smoke in your place. I do want to make sure that if you're using spray, you know which crystals you have around, because some of them, if they get wet, they will deteriorate very quickly. So I know what's in my bag. So this is an intro to any kind of spell work. A very quick reference guide. We're going to go so much deeper. If you're not on Patreon, there will be a lot more information on there, a lot more explanation as I take time to work all of this out. But the Facebook free page will be kept up now, and the Patreon. I've worked it into my schedule finally this year, and I'm ready to get started with it. So if anybody ever has any questions or requests, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to start videoing all the spells that we have kind of gone over once before. I did lives for 3 months straight, and then got really hectic in life. So I'm back on schedule. I have it worked out better now, and we're going to be learning together. Thank you.